नमस्कार दोस्तों। किसी भी गवर्नमेंट को अच्छे से चलाने के लिए जो भी प्रधानमंत्री या चीफ मिनिस्टर रहता है, उसको एक बहुत अच्छी टीम की आवश्यकता रहती है। ये टीम जो है आईएएस ऑफिसर्स बनाते हैं, चाहे वर्तमान के ऑफिसर्स या चाहे रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर्स। यदि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की टीम को देखा जाए तो 2014 से ही उनके पास बहुत ही विश्वसनीय रिटायर्ड आईएएस ऑफिसर्स की टीम रही है। इसमें चाहे नृपेंद्र मिश्रा जी हो या पीके मिश्रा जी हो या फिर एनएसए डोवल साहब हो, और भी इस प्रकार के जो महत्वपूर्ण आईएएस ऑफिसर्स हैं, इन सब ने प्रधानमंत्री को एक बहुत बड़ा सहयोग दिया है गवर्नमेंट को चलाने में और उसकी पॉलिसीज़ को निर्माण करने में, उनका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करने में। तो इस वीडियो में देखिए कि कौन कौन से आईएएस ऑफिसर है जो कि प्रधानमंत्री टीम के महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सा रहे हैं 2014 से अभी तक। इनमें से कुछ पीएमओस में शुरुआत में थे जो अब नहीं हैं, और कुछ नए इसमें जुड़े हैं। लेकिन इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि ये सभी व्यक्ति जो ऑफिसर्स हैं प्रधानमंत्री का बैकबोन है और उसको एक बहुत मजबूत आधार देते हैं। तो देखिए ये रिपोर्ट द प्रिंट ने इसे पब्लिश किया है।
Das served as the RBI governor for 6 years from 2018 to 2024, making him the second longest RBI governor in Indian history. Now he is set to serve as Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister until Modi's tenure ends in 2029. Das's appointment has once again brought to the fore a long-standing trend under the Modi regime, relying on a hand-picked group of retired officers to helm and anchor key policy and administration areas. These areas include foreign to economic policy, national security to ideologically significant religious and cultural government projects, and even deputation as the eyes and ears of the centre in states as governors, advisors, or even ministers. The trend, while evident since the first term of the Modi government, has only grown more prominent over the years. In May 2025, the government completed 11 years in power. In this time, some faces have indeed changed, albeit several key officers continuing in different positions since the first term remain, but the overall trend has not changed. 11 years into this government, it is amply clear that under the Modi regime, extensions and re-employments for select officers beyond retirement is hardly an aberration. First, let us look at the most trusted lieutenants of the Prime Minister. 1. P.K. Mishra. In 2014, when Modi moved from Gujarat to Delhi, over half a dozen officers from the state moved with him to the national capital. More than 10 years later, one of them, arguably Modi's most oldest lieutenant, P.K. Mishra, a 1972 batch IAS officer from the Gujarat cadre, remains the top officer in the Modi dispensation. In Gujarat, Mishra served briefly as the Principal Secretary to the CM until 2004, whereas in Delhi, he has been the PM's right-hand man for an uninterrupted 11 years. While Modi was still the Chief Minister in Gujarat, Mishra came to Delhi on central deputation, retiring as Union Agriculture Secretary in 2008. After returning to Gujarat, he was appointed the chairman of the Electricity Regulatory Commission for 5 years. In 2014, he came to Delhi with Modi as the additional Principal Secretary to the PM. Unlike his boss, Mishra enjoyed familiarity and a network in the corridors of the North Bloc, and that came handy for the Prime Minister, who was at the time still trying to make sense of Delhi. The additional Principal Secretary wielded enormous power as the officer in charge for all personnel matters, including appointments, transfers, and administrative reforms. An instance of the measures he conceptualized during this time is the controversial 360-degree evaluation for officers. However, in 2019, Mishra was elevated to the post of Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, effectively becoming the sole power center in the PMO. PM's dependence on him is such that at the beginning of Modi's third term, Mishra's retirement was denied when he requested it on health grounds. Number 2, Ajit Doval. Doval is, of course, the National Security Advisor since 2014. In 2018, Doval, a retired officer of the Indian Police Service, became the de jure head of the national security architecture when the government amended the structure of the Strategic Policy Group, the first heir and nucleus of the National Security Council Secretariat, to make him the NSA head instead of Cabinet Secretary. Like the Cabinet Secretary, Doval was thus given the power to summon secretaries from any ministry to the SPG meeting, signalling a formal shift in India's national security decision-making from the Cabinet Secretariat to the NSCS. Until 2019, more than to the Home Minister, it was to Doval that the agency heads of the Intelligence Bureau, Research and Analysis Wing, and the National Technical Research Office, that is NTRO, reported regularly, a retired IPS officer told us. Doval was even involved in the key affairs of the CBI and the NIA. Even now, Doval's influence and power are far beyond the affairs of national security alone. As someone who founded the Vivekanand International Foundation, a right-of-center-leaning think tank, before his NSA appointment, Doval has a deep and vast network within the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and its affiliates across the country. Many of the government and the RSS's formal and informal outreach programs to Muslims, for instance, are known to be Doval's ideas. Even in the UPA government, retired IS officers such as T.K. Nair, who was Manmohan Singh's principal secretary, and the then PM's NSA, Shiv Shankar Menon from the Indian Foreign Service, held the rank of ministers of state. So this is not new. However, in the case of the Modi government, Mishra and Doval hold the ranks of cabinet ministers, signaling an elevation in the role of the retired bureaucrats. Number 3, Shaktikanta Das. The latest to join this list of Modi's most trusted lieutenants, of course, is Shaktikanta Das, who was appointed as Principal Secretary 2 to the PM on account of Mishra's advancing age. Before his appointment to the PMO, Das served as the RBI governor. An IAS